I'm at 1181.9. It's 9 after 8. I came from that way, and normally we would walk over these rocks here, come over here, but I had to take that, which you can imagine is wet and slippery, so I had to get on my hands and knees. This rains and floods, another nor'easter, so I think this is the 5th nor'easter I've had to deal with. I can't describe the flooding. I had to walk through a creek yesterday. It's not only there, apparently beavers dammed it up and made it a small river or something. And it was halfway up to my knees, mud and muck. So here's some more stuff. Last night was yesterday. I can't begin to tell you the constant rain, and it's not just those showers here and there. It's just bombardment. And you soaked your underwear all the way through, and you're cold because it was cool last night. And then try to get the mindset that the next morning you've got to put those soaking wet clothes on again. And finally you do it and you get out of the tent and it's colder out there. This is tough. So I'm back to, of course I've faced this before, at least 3 other times with the constant rain every single day. And you look forward to hiking. You know, right now, you know, shoes, socks, pants, shirt, everything's squishy. Look at this, just wearing the heck came out of nowhere. You know, you're soaked, but the way to warm up is to hike. Just keep going. And I'm grateful that my phone is working right now. So it's Sunday morning. I couldn't even do the campsite. It was raining a little too much. I was in a very dark place. Mud. When I roll up the tent, mud's all on it, and you can't close it all the way to put it in what it goes in. So I put it in a grocery bag. There's just a lot to this. A whole lot. I look for these moments when it's like this to come out here, even though the sun's not shining. It's still brighter out here and the trees aren't above me. I look forward to this. But anyway, it's Sunday morning, July 22nd, and I'm dealing with being cold. Crazy, isn't it? But like they all say, this has been a very unusual year. And that's what I picked. Within 10 miles where I started, I think I've gone about maybe, I don't know, mile and a half. I hadn't checked it, but a little less than 10 miles today. I'll be at the spot to where to finally go below the 1,000 mark to go to the end. And that drives me this morning to do this. But that's it, and I know how I sound. But it's just part of the pushing on. And when I get to that place in a couple of days where I can shower again, eat a hot meal, and be dry and not have that smell, me or the clothes, it'll be another victory, and I'll be ready to go back out again. Yeah, and by the way, the bottom part of my tent, the water's now coming up in it. So I guess the seal part is gone. So thank God for the thermarest. At least I was on an island there and was dry during that time, but now I have to, when I put things in the tent at night and you got rain's coming in, I've got to keep that in mind. Not let some things get wet, the water coming up from the bottom. Alrighty, that's it. Easy walker, easy like Sunday morning. Okay, I'm at 1183.4. I came from that way. It's misty rain right now. Some more is supposed to come in about noonish and get heavier as the day goes on. And some of these, of course that's a river there. Some of these streams just in the mountains where I'm hiking is doing this too. And that's just what happens. And sometimes the trail itself, the water's just going down the trail, because you can go up or down it, it's going to go to the trail. It's like a stream. So there are flash floods in the area. You see how this is flooded over here. It's nice to get, I'm soaked, of course, and there's a breeze, but it's nice to get hiking and your body just warms up a bit. Not as miserable, except for the fact that I'm just wet all the way through. Phone works off and on. I'm getting close to I-81. I can't remember the town I'm getting close to. So if anybody's following on a map, I know my destination, I hope. It'd be a small town before you get to Hamburg. I'm looking to get to Hamburg, Pennsylvania. Let's see, the day's Sunday. Monday. I think Tuesday morning. It's wild. Many times. Which way's the AT? I mean, okay. I'm just documenting how stupid I am. Oh man, I got the when I video sometimes, I was just looking around watching the flooding, saw the maintenance person. Huh? Go up to 81?
Yeah, when you get up to the 81 bridges, you'll go up underneath them on your left.
Thank you very much. Oh, this is nice here. Little pieces of this right here is nice. Here I am doing this trail, and I'm happy for a paved road to walk on. I do want to turn this back on at 81, I-81 when I cross over, because there again I traveled out a lot. And if you notice, since we got off 4026, then 77, we hit 81 several times. So that's pretty wild. There, when I start riding on 81, I see the spots and remember these times. Okay, I turn it back on when I get to 81. Okay, this is now, I'm at 1183.8 mile. Got to walk on this little side road for about 0.2 of a mile. That's I-81. I-81. Cross over and under it several times on this hike. And I'm about 9.5 miles from the next town. It's called Pine Grove, Pennsylvania. Those is found on the map. Again, I'm looking, and I'll repeat some of these things because I don't know what videos I'll be releasing on Facebook or not, but I'll be 35 miles away is Hamburg, and I'm looking to get there Tuesday morning. I-81. Places to sit. It's pretty steep right here, climb, as you can look back at what I've done. See if I can get a shot of the highway up here. Looks like I'm about to go underneath. Oh, the higher I get, I guess be back in fog again. Oh well. Fog and rain. Oh man. Okay, that was I-81. Neat. Oh man. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see this. It looks like it's wet, the phone. But this is not just a spot I picked out. This is Roxavania. Looks like the phone is too damp. Ah yeah, there's the blaze. This is what I deal with now. All this around, and then look to the left. I don't know if you can see it, close again to the phone. And there's another blaze that still rocks. And if it's not this, then there's another situation I'll show you. I just take a photo, what you have to deal with. And there's a lot of trees down today too. So I hate that you can't, just looks like it's a little wet here. See, so I got to go through that, and then there's the blaze, the next blaze, and it'd be like that. That's just the way it is. Okay, I'm at 1194.5, just came from this way, and I'm close to 1,500 feet. I'm 0.7 away from my campsite. I will stay there if I beat the rain so I can get in before the rains come, and then try to do an 18-mile day tomorrow. If the rains come and soak me, I'll go a few more miles because I'll be soaked anyway. Very beautiful. So I'm about a little over 24 miles from Hamburg. So 0.7 miles away. Talk to you again from the campsite. Mile 1195.2. It's 4:09. I got it set up. I organized inside. I don't think even went quite 15 miles. I get the stats tonight. This is a campsite. Kind of back here off the trail, about 2 or 3/10 of a mile. And a fire pit there. And there's quite a few sites back in here. Chose this one. Over a month ago, there's no way I'd have come back here by myself. If it had started pouring rain, I'd have gone another 3 to 5 miles, since I would have been wet anyway. But I had decided I'd go shorter if I can beat the rain and get to a decent campsite. That's the way out. Going back to the trail. The other side of the trail is a spring, so I got that too if needed. This is so nice to do this. Now it's worth it to me because my clothes are almost dry, so I can put these on again in the morning and not have to deal with the wet clothing. And I want to get 18 miles in. It's money day. I'll push. I'll do what I need to. Even if I get wet, I'm okay because I have dry clothes to put on in the morning. Got another set. And I'm saving them. That's why I really wanted to do this. I have no idea what this is. I saw this earlier. Or what it used to be. So I'm about 24-ish miles from Hamburg. Get that 18 in tomorrow, then coast in that final 6 the next morning. Get stuff done that day and get out the next day. And head for the border, New Jersey. I get the stats in of how far it is to Jersey. I do have service. This is great. Mosquitoes are terrible here. I actually got I put mosquito spray right before I do. I don't usually do that right before the tent, but I had to. And put the DEET stuff on my arms, my neck, and just put a net over my face. So I got a net over my face. So I got to do a little cleanup in there and do the thing I enjoy doing, eat. Give me some Cheetos. I can't overeat it because I ate more last night than I should have. So I can eat only just a little bit tonight so I can have some tomorrow night. What's going to happen is I'm going to buy a bigger bag of Cheetos. And do my best to stuff everything in. I haven't even tried looking for a place to earth sack. I could do that, but do I really want to bear that close if there are bears in here? And then you don't know too who else is coming, where they set up their camps. Now if it starts pouring rain, I'll keep it in with me. If it just starts pouring. If it doesn't, I'll get out and put it where I need to put it. Tomorrow's going to be a very rocky day. Work cut out for me, but the mindset is, hey, got to do this. 18 miles, freedom the next day. All right. That's it for my campsite. Later, everyone. Let me just say, I'm in the tent. I couldn't resist it. I beat the rain. I'm in here. I made the right move. It is pouring rain, been getting thunder, and it's getting cooler too. But I just wanted to share this with you. Of course, the tent's dirty on the outside, a little bit on the inside of the floor, but I'm dry, and my stuff from earlier today, just a little damp, but doable in the morning. I believe it was 6 a.m. and trying to get about 18 miles in so I can float on in the next day. But buddy, I needed this feeling. Wow. Listen to that. I'm inside. And I just finished my M&Ms, so I'm really happy. Later, y'all.